Catgirls in anime being clumsy and helpless makes no sense considering how athletic and agile most actual cats are. If a cat lives outside its agile ordies, my dumbest cat can't navigate sliding glass doors after 10 years and routinely falls off the bed. Inside cats are a different species, I'm convinced. Yeah, he orange. If yes, he belongs on roar on your range of brain salts. Or wool. Reddit. Come or roar on your range of brain cell. My cat has both the agility and body type of Danny DeVito and the incredible ability to somehow gain weight while on a diet. She really should be more grateful to me for keeping her alive when I'm pretty sure left to her own devices in nature she'd immediately fall off a cliff. For cats that were first obtained by pet shops were those that due to their lack of agility were captured first long ago, and it was enclosed selective breeding down from the Reddit. A lot of salt by the saltoids. Fat Garfields came to boil. Inside cats have to navigate obstacles dozens of times more complicated than outside. Don't forget that nature does produce straight lines and sharp angles. Houses are nothing but a series of mazes involving straight lines and sharp angles. On top of that, we humans in our ever-longing quest to comfort and be comforted love to pick the cat up and take it everywhere we go in the house if the opportunity presents itself. Now imagine what happens evolutionary over 100-year time span to cats if your geospatial frame of reference gains a third dimension arbitrarily over and over and over again, to the point where you have to constantly gauge depth and height of objects. I bet you'd become a different species of cat. That said, though, some cats are just not bright. Nobody knows why. One of life's mysteries. My two kittens are very tumbly bumbly also. I'd like to disagree, but only because me cat is a dumb idiot that falls regularly and runs into walls. My cat knocked all of my plant pots off the windowsill this morning and looked at me as though I had offended him. Yeah, I have two cats and am now convinced they're idiots with a good protein instead. Your cat is relatable af. Is he oak? Don't sound normal. The sound long. Normal sound normal normal I feel like war calculations both prove and disprove your point. Schrodinger's shower thought. Yeah, so much bad math there. Poor kitties really should ran some more simulations. Have you ever had a cat? Though, they act all graceful until they stop caring what they monster truck off your shelves. If you assume they are used to being on four legs, it makes a lot more sense. 90 of the time, a catgirl's behaviors are based off of kittens. And those guys are super clumsy. Then you also get an example like the cat girl in Bakemonogatari, who is a true 2 form cat. Not necessarily cats have their tails as counterbalances. But human bodies are already balanced, so their tail throws off their sense of balance, thus making them clumsy. Boom. Science. They should wrap their tail around their waist like in Dragon Ball. We're not balanced very well. I think a tail would actually help. Only discount Hente has tailless catgirls. I'm pretty sure me cat was a dog in his past life and has very slowly learned how to cat over the last 5 years. He plays fetch and sits on command without really any training. I swear I heard him bark once. My dog, however, is a reincarnated security system with bad sensors. Totally fun when you have a babby and are trying to sleep. One of me cat also play fetch. It's really weird rawful. The other one can be called and told to sit or clim on places. Op has never had a house cat because those lovable motherfuckers are both graceful and clumsy as hell. Op has never been on the internet besides posting this, I guess. Cats are famously klutzy on the internet. Cats are agile and strong but not precise in their movement compared to humans. We can easily grasp objects within our reach and manipulate them with sub-millimeter accuracy. But cats take several attempts just to swat something small in front of them. That's because cats can't really see anything unless it's more than a foot away from their eyes. Cats are super precise in their movements. Just not when it comes to grasping and the such, which is literally our specialty. Hello, opposable thumbs. Try nailing jumps from heights like a cat does and see how that works for you. I think it's the difference between fine and gross motor control. We humans have excellent fine motor control, much better than cats. But gross motor control is probably the same or better in cats. Op never had a cat. One of me cats stayed 10 minutes with her claws stuck on the bed while meowing at me to help. Wife helped her once and then continued to scratch the bed and got stuck again. That is just an indication that she needs her nails trimmed. The supposed grace of cats is propaganda spread by cats themselves, so we don't learn how dumb and ungraceful they actually are. One of mine frequently knocks things over with her butt. One falls off the bed, and other things, while stretching. All will often botch a jump, then look around to make sure no one saw, and lock eyes with me like they expect me to keep their secrets. Headbutting walls and doors because they misjudged when to hit the brakes during Zoom time is pretty common as well. Getting claws stuck in things and waiting helplessly for rescue has happened a few times. Cats are clumsy dumbasses. If you never make a comment after this, I will assume you were captured by your cats for betraying their trust. Upvote for actual shower thought and not rehashed saying that you heard one time and decided to repeat to try to sound smart. Good for you. You did it. You are a real one. I remember trying to post a couple times to this sub, a few thoughts I legit had in the shower, and they always got deleted for not actually being shower thoughts. I'd love to give shower thoughts to this sub, but the asinine rules make it pretty hard. I just watched my parents' cat roll out of its bed like an unbaked calzone flopping out of the chef's hands and fall to the floor without even trying to make a graceful landing. She then continued napping. I don't know what kind of cat you're talking about, but it ain't the average house cat. I've seen tons of series with extremely agile and graceful catgirls. I don't think it's necessarily a trope or even common thread that catgirls are clumsy. But I suppose just like real cats. It depends on each individual. I get the feeling that maybe some people in this thread have played Necapara and used it to base their entire conception of catgirls in anime. Catgirls also genuinely seek your affection, rather than tolerate it like a real cat. Maybe clumsiness is come here and take care of me while the agility is stuff it. Human, I don't need you. Real cats absolutely seek affection. They just have different body language than dogs or humans, So if you're looking for the signals a human or dog would give, they appear aloof and uncaring. Yeah, that bugs 'em. In anime, catgirls are submissive and look up to their owner, which is nothing like a real cat. Look, I love me kitties, but honestly they treat me like this is Downton Abbey. They're the aristocrats and I'm one of their servants. They get into bed and I wake up a few hours later, finding that I have been shoved into the corner while they have spread out. None of this you senpai stuff. It's a good thing they are cute. I don't rate anime. Is that really a thing to make them clumsy? Does anyone know why? Op is an idiot. It's a cat. Named characters are often playful or lazy or simple. Minded or clumsy in anime. You know, like house cats. No, Op is just generalizing. There isn't any truth to it. Are there some anime with catgirls that are clumsy? Sure. But most, no. Catgirls are she and dumb because the guys that like them have literally zero social skills or awareness, so they need someone that behaves like a pet. Give them catmint and they will fall off any surface. It does not matter if it is the floor. They will fall off somehow. It's the girl part of catgirls that makes them clumsy and helpless. It's the teenager boy anime part that makes the female characters needy and vulnerable. That is really true. When you compare those clumsy catgirls to actual cats that never, unless they err in their daily forum run inside the house, tip over any object by accident, the catgirls almost seem like they have nothing in common with cats besides the ears, tail, and some mannerism. I just remember those videos where there are tons of pens standing up and cats casually walking over that without tipping on over. People are trying to argue against the cat part but not the catgirl part. The real reason catgirls are clumsy and helpless, hell, the reason catgirls even exist, it's fetish art that has become memed to death. You can think the aesthetic is cool and have nude catgirl drawings and all, but it did begin as an hentai genre that just blew up due to its absurdity. That's the thing with restrictions, is it inspires creativity. So when you get told by your government you can't just draw naked women and cocks anymore, I guess you start drawing on 1,000-year old, but still in Catholic school, catgirls in skirts getting rammed by tentacles. It's fetish art that has become memed to death. Catgirls were made popular by the shoujo genre manga back in the 70s and 80s, comics for girls basically. Wata no Kunihashi being a big example. It's not sexualized at all. The heavy sexualization is something way more recent, brought on by the internet era. Most anime fans unaware manga history actually goes back to the 40s and some tropes are recycled. You fell for cat marketing. Cats are agile, graceful, and confident compared to labradors. So is a toddler. That's because it's not about cats, it's about adolescents. These are the same creeps who like women who act like toddlers and look like 13-year-olds. Bella Porch, for example. You're gonna get downvoted to oblivion for speaking the truth. The cat girl, demon girl, whatever, is almost always a side trait to the character being visibly underage and predators lap it up like sweet nectar.